Back in September, CIO published information on a report that came out from Profit Group on who will lead digital transformation. And in this study that was done about 2 years ago that focused on about 500 digital executives, the answer that they came up with was the CMO, that the CMO will most likely be the executive leading digital transformation at the enterprise level. It took me about 2 months that I had to stew on that, because as a marketing type guy, as a believer in digital and digital storytelling, I wanted the CMO to be the right answer. But the more I think about it, the more I want to call BS on that being an accurate portrayal of what's going to lead digital transformation. You see, for most companies, there are 3 parts, and they're not necessarily linear or phased, but 3 parts of digital transformation, and that's people transformation, process transformation, and then security transformation. And really, you can't digitally transform any one of those things. Now, what I agree with in the study is that new customer needs, a new type of customer, is probably driving digital transformation more than anything else. The way people are buying, the way they're interacting with technology. It's basically causing companies to have to say, we need to leverage technology to create a new experience for our customers, an experience that matches what they've grown to expect from cutting edge companies and from their daily interaction with their devices. However, for a company to fully transform, they can't only focus on the experiences of customers and people. They also have to put processes in place that can be scaled, which then have to be backed with technology. This could be cloud, this could be big data and analytics, this could be Internet of Things, this can be all kinds of different technology layers that drive ultimately better processes. And this can also be security transformation. And in fact, it has to be security transformation, because as access to more devices has grown, as Internet of Things and more things have found their way into our connected network infrastructure, the dark side of the internet has been working harder and faster than ever to find our vulnerabilities. And so as we do transform our companies, this also means we have to create technological roadmaps for securing all of this transformation that's going on. Now, a CMO is very likely poised to lead the people transformation side, the personnel transformation, and of course, to be in the heads and in the minds of a customer. So there is definitely a portion of digital transformation that could be led by the CMO. And if the customer experience expectations are what's driving a company's transformation, then I would certainly expect a CMO to be at the table. However, I think by having the CMO leading digital transformation enterprise-wide, what we're doing is we're taking something that's really an initiative that has to be done in operations, an initiative that's part of sales and marketing, an initiative that's human resources, an initiative that is a leadership, an initiative that's basically holistic to a company, and we're putting it in the hands of someone that is more likely thinking of it in a campaign mindset, or they're thinking of it as something that can be measured as part of experience and customer and revenue only. And really, that transformation has to be looked at holistically across an organization. This is why my personal belief is that the CEO really has to be the leader of digital transformation. They have to be the #1 example. They have to, at the core, believe in the digital transformation. And just like change management and just like organizations from hundreds of years ago all the way up to today, those chief lieutenants, CIOs, CEOs, COOs, and some of the new roles like chief digital officers, chief HR officers, they have to become part of a total solution to lead digital transformation. It cannot be led in a silo. It cannot be led in marketing. It cannot be led in finance. It cannot be led in operations. Digital transformation needs to be done end to end of the organization to focus on the people within the company and the customers that buy from the company. But they also have to focus on the processes, which mean cloud and mobility and IoT and tech, that really I don't believe most CMOs are capable of understanding well enough to truly deploy. And then of course the security side, which CIOs and CTOs have a big enough problem trying to keep up with, let alone leaving that in the hands to be decided by a CMO who's much more open to shadow IT, who's much more open to exposing the company's networks, because not intent, but because of a lack of knowledge of how all these different devices that are online that have access to companies' sensitive data can be accessed by intruders. So not debunking and not calling out, I think in my heart, what Prophet was trying to say, I really like. I do believe that the CMO and a customer experience is at the heart of every digital transformation. But to believe that the person that runs marketing is also the right person to transform a company organizationally, and that's what digital transformation is, I think is missing the mark. It's missing an important core piece of what digital transformation has to be about. And ultimately, it's going to come down to a team effort, and it needs to be led not in a vacuum, not in a silo, but really corporately. And that means that digital transformation needs to start with a CEO. And I know CEOs are busy, but there is no initiative that will provide a better return to any organization than successful digital transformation. And that's why CEOs, I'm looking at you. And CMOs, you can take a breather. You have your part, but this isn't going to fall on you.